First, cutting a turkey is an easy but messy proposition. You want to get all the good stuff, so you want to take your time and do it right. The first thing we're going to do on this turkey is look for the wishbone and kind of cut it out so we can detach it from the breast. Sometimes the manufacturers take the wishbone out before you get them, sometimes they're in there. So we're going to take a look here and just see what we got inside. And before you cooked your turkey, we hope that you took all the giblets and stuff, the bag inside of it out. We're going to save this piece because some folks in my family like the skin and the crunchy part. So we're going to go ahead and just save this and carve it a little bit. And just put it right on the plate because there's some folks that's the part they like. My uncle always liked the neck, so my grandma always saved it for him. We're going to just save that and put that right in there for them. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take these legs off and cut them off. We're going to take this strap right here that's got them attached together and get that off of there. Just take it off and get it out of the way so we can separate those legs a little bit. And I like to carve the skin. I don't want to rip it because I want it to look pretty when I put it on the plate and send it out to the customer, or to whoever's eating it. Your customer would be your family. Now you take this, and again I cut the skin right down here. You don't have to press hard, you don't have to do anything. I just want to detach the skin so it all stays on. Then I'm going to pull that bone back. I'm going to find the joint. We're going to try to find the joint. We just cut down here. You heard that little snap there. There's a joint right there. And then we're going to detach this from that joint, if we can find it, get it getting clean. Right here it is. There it is. Actually, we got the whole thigh there. I'm going to take that and just break that off of there. Then we're going to take this turkey leg, put it on the plate. Make it look real pretty there. Then we're going to go over and do the other side. Hopefully it cooperates a little bit better than that one did. There it is. Much better. Again, we're going to take that, put it on the plate. That was the easy part. Now what we're going to do is go back. We're going to take this breast off of here. I'm going to save that. And I'm going to feel along the backbone here to see where I want to cut down through the breast. So I like to detach the breast from the turkey bones because it's just easier to do. We're going to go ahead to keep this pretty. We're going to cut the wing off. Some people like to leave it on. I'm going to cut it off. Now I'm going to just take it, pull it back, detach it from the breast. Find the joint, cut it off. We're going to put it on the chicken, or on the turkey, again, just to give it some color. Some people like to chew on that. A lot of white meat there, we'll save that for later. My finger across the skin, and then I'm just going to kind of push down. I'm just going to run my knife down there, and then as I run my knife down, I'm going to just kind of slide it, not force it, not push it. Then you can see the steam coming off of that. It's just going to kind of be warm to your touch, and just kind of carve across that bone real carefully. And you're going to get that whole piece of breast meat right off of there. It's just going to fall off the bone. And that's a beautiful piece of breast meat. And I like to detach it from the turkey, and not, a lot of folks think they want to be fancy and cut it from the turkey. The best way to do it, you're going to get the best yields to do it this way. And it's a lot easier to carve this way once you can take it off. Then you want to cut it. The grain, see that piece right there? You can see the grain of the turkey. Let me cut a little piece here so you can kind of see it. See how it separates? It's in layers, flaking. On fish, they call it flaking. There's your grain. You want to cut across that grain. That's how you want to cut the turkey, is across it, because that makes the pieces tender. If you're not sure, just pick at it and see which way it's going. Then you can cut across it. On this particular turkey, the grain's going like this. So we're going to flip it back over. I like to get the skin, and you can't cut the skin going down. You got to cut the skin from the skin side up. So again, grain this way. We're going to go like here. We're going to take a piece. People like the skin. There's always somebody, Uncle Charlie or somebody wants. And I like to carve it all together because it makes it pretty. And then we're going to slide it off of here with a bigger spatula or something. Take it all off in one piece. And then again, you like the color and you want it to look pretty. It's going to have a tendency to want to come apart on you, so work it slowly and kind of slice it. Some people prefer to use a serrated blade versus a like that's a blade's got edges on it versus a flat blade. This is a boning knife. We keep them very, very sharp because we cut all our steaks with them. And you might get a little off the grain, but as long as you're close, that's what matters. Okay, now we're gonna cascade that a little bit just so you can see how it looks. Okay, and then we're going to take a big, just a spatula like you cook your eggs with at home, or something that's wide and broad. Doesn't have to be a spatula or anything. I'm going to take it over and lift it over on my platter so it looks pretty, just like so. And I'm going to put my legs on each side to kind of give it some, so they know it came from a real turkey. And then we're going to go ahead and trim out the rest of the turkey. You don't have to be fat. What I'm going to do is actually take it over onto its side. This is all the dark meat here. You got your thigh and there's a bone in there. I'm going to take this bone, just pull it back and break it, and then your hands are clean. If you wash them, you should wash them before you go, and just peel that dark meat off of there. And you want to trim any gristle or stuff off of there. Pull it apart or cut it, put it on your plate, and then you just trim the turkey. And be sure and get all these chunks of dark meat off of here. Now this is a big piece, and the grains run this way, so I'm going to go ahead and cut it a little bit like this, just to make it a little bit more palatable when you try to eat it. Dark meat's usually pretty moist. This is a carcass. We're pretty much done with it. We left some meat on it because we like to have a good turkey and rice soup after Thanksgiving. Take this carcass and drop it in a pot, boil it down, all that. You'll get a good pound of meat off of what's left of that. Make the best soup you ever had, plus all the seasoning that was in the turkey while you were cooking it. It's going to be in your soup. It's going to be it just gives a nice touch. It's just a great start to a great soup. The next couple of days, it's November, chilly out, nothing like a good bowl of hot turkey and rice soup.